We'll give you a few more minutes here. Dave Gordon, who is running for county clerk. Do you think the position should be an appointed position?
No, I'm a firm believer in elected positions. I think that people should have a choice. Too often it's even more political, I guess, when it's an appointed position. You give power to somebody to do a role that maybe they're not familiar with some of the things that go on or just don't have the initiative to really work for the people that elected them.
And if you run your own insurance agency, how will you have time to be a county clerk?
So I have employees, so we'll manage. It's this is just to be a part of the greater good, and like I said, I hear about the issues all the time from my customer base at my agency. A lot of the issues, and this is just a great opportunity this year to be involved in a campaign and for a position where I feel like I can utilize that experience both from being a previous lawmaker and certainly as a small business owner who deals with, some of the services that the clerk's office provides.
I'm working on a story, and I'm not meaning for this to be funny. By the way, you're a very good karaoke singer.
Oh, thank you.
Right? And
evidenced by his performance on this very show.
I'm working on a story I'm going to do on WIBX 950.
Are you writing it by hand right now?
Right now, I'm going to write the story.
We're going to transcribe it later.
I'm not doing this in a trying to be funny. I just want to know. I'd like your political timeline. Each position that you've run for. That's fair. DePerno said he has a problem. He keeps running for everything. And to be fair, what's the first position you ever ran for?
So I ran for village trustee back in 2004. And
village trustee?
Yeah. In
2004?
Village of New Hartford.
Village of New Hartford.
I lost by 23 votes. It was my first political endeavor.
Okay. That was 2004. Next up.
It was, yep. And I ran for state assembly back in 04 and 06.
State assembly.
I forgot about that one.
I remember. I helped you do a commercial for that race.
You did.
And it was against Dave Townsend.
It was at the time. Yep.
And you ripped on Townsend because he messed up the district, right?
I believe that's what the ad was. That was a long time ago.
What year was that?
That was in 04. So we're,
Also 2004, and you lost that race by too many votes.
2-1. It was very heavily one-sided district. I think it was about 31,000 to 16,000.
Next up.
County legislator.
County legislator.
It took me a couple of tries in my district to win my seat.
How many times did you run for county legislator unsuccessfully? And what year was that? That was
2007 and 9.
2007 and then 2009.
Yep.
Losing both of those? Or did you
Lost
win one?
both of those.
Lost both of those.
Won in 2011.
Really? Okay.
And then in 2011, you won against who did you beat in 2011?
Fred Sadala. He was a one-term legislator.
I remember that. Yeah.
And back in 2011, you became a county legislator. Were you Republican all the way through, or were you Democrat at times?
No, I was a conservative Democrat, so what they would consider a blue dog Democrat, which mostly doesn't
all the way
exist
through.
anymore.
All the way through, right?
All the way through.
Okay, conservative Democrat. Okay, that was 2000. Are you looking it up because you can't remember?
No.
Are you texting somebody during this interview? He's texting somebody. All right, that was 2011. You won county legislator. And then anything else since then? Did I miss anything?
Well, I ran for county legislator when I relocated to South Utica.
And what year was that?
2015.
That was against Ed Welsh, if I remember.
Lost by 84 votes in a district that I lived in for about 4 months before running for office.
Okay.
So,
Can I ask you a question?
But we're not done yet. Timeline.
How did he get off the board? Right, he won in 11, and then was that when they
redistricted
consolidated and you lost your seat?
And they sucked my seat or my street and a couple other streets into longtime incumbent Jimmy D'Onofrio's district.
Right,
he's a 26-year incumbent at that point. He was victorious.
Okay, so and then I just wanted to be clear.
Got it. Very good point, Jeff. Thank you for that. 2000, and then you ran for. Did you run for what?
Congress.
Congress. That's right.
I was in the process of collecting the petitions, and
were you also running as a Democrat there, though, or you ran as a Republican there?
No, I was running as a conservative Democrat.
Okay, conservative. And what year was that? That would have been 2016. 2016 ran for Congress. And then that brings us to current, right? Have you run for anything else since then?
No.
Okay, so that brings us up to
It's not that
clerk.
much.
Well, not when you look at Abe Lincoln's record of losing probably 17 elections and becoming one of the most prolific and best presidents we ever had in our country.
Yes, so let's not compare it to Abe Lincoln.
We'd have to bring Abe Lincoln into the discussion.
A bit of an overreach here, just a little bit. All right. That's awesome.
You know,
you always shoot for the stars.
Well, I mean, if you look at a lot of people, you know, you can't win if you don't run.
You cannot win if you can't hit the ball if you don't swing.
And you know, with what's going on in the current state of affairs in these times and what's going on at the clerk's office. You know, one of the things that bothers me the most, it's not even so much, obviously the DMV is a big issue, record keeping and accessibility for our abstractors, our title clerks and people of the likes to be able to access correct information online for home buying processing is just it's morale within the clerk's office. And, you know, I hear a lot from employees in county government. I hear a lot from constituents.
Do you think they're unhappy with DePerno?
People are very, very unsatisfied with the way they've been treated by this administration. I get emails. I get Facebook messages.
So
I'm going door to door.
Not necessarily employees, but...
we've heard it from employees. Okay. We've gotten messages from employees. We've heard from people within the clerk's office itself that they are not happy with the way that they're treated. And unfortunately, that's a sad state of affairs when you hear about that. You know, I mean, when you take the oath of office for any office, you're there to treat people with dignity, respect, and, you know, you take care of people, and to me that's what it's all about, is being a part of a process and something much bigger than yourself. And unfortunately, we just haven't heard good things about the way people are being treated. And I go door to door, and people are very adamantly against this administration and again how they're being treated. Not so much, you know, how the employees at the DMV handle their business and things like that. In fact, I hear great things about the employees at the DMV, but it's just the administration and how they're, you know, treating their employees, and it's not fair.
Okay. All right. Do you think Sandy DePerno is treating employees improperly?
Well, she's the leader. So if she's the leader and people are being treated, you know, they're treated unfairly, then she's the one to point the finger to.
We'll be reaching out to her and have her on as well. And appreciate you coming on, David. Yeah. Thanks so much. And for walking us through the timeline. Not as bad as I thought. I especially when compared to Abe Lincoln. I think you're absolutely right.
I'm sorry. Listen, I think you come to the table with ideas and everything. It wasn't meant to be disrespectful, but that was a funny line.
Will there be any YouTube commercials or anything like that?
Oh, there's already a regular TV ad that's playing right now on TV. So
you have a TV spot playing.
There's a TV spot on now, and there'll be plenty more ads.
Well, you have obviously you'll have a primary coming up here. Is that right?
No,
she's now a Republican. So
she's Democrat.
She's a Democrat. You're the Republican. Yeah. That's where the switch came up.
Yeah.
Forgive me. I've really never been so compelled to really pay much attention to the county clerk race.
I switched a couple of years ago, if you guys can remember, when I was the county legislator out of 29 members.
I'm going back. I got to add to my timeline.
I was ranked the number one conservative out of the 29 members on the board, and that was because of my strong fiscal conservative viewpoints and you know, as I became older, I realized that, you know, those conservative viewpoints, you know, related, you know, more closely to my political ambitions, and decided that it was time to change to become a Republican.
Now you're a Republican.
A conservative Republican.
Okay. A conservative Republican.
Republican.
Not just a Republican. Conservative Republican. Okay, now I got it all together. Whew. It's tough keeping track.
Now you've got it.
Now I've got it. Thank you so much. We'll talk again.